Retiring Mayor Bob Frie has given 26 years of public service to the City of Arvada, 20 of them as mayor.
That is really extraordinary when you think of it. The job of the mayor is a very difficult one because you have to preside over meetings where there are contentious issues.
The thing that I prize about him is that I noticed that in difficult times when you're faced with a tough decision, it's a little bit like standing in a river. You know, maybe there's swift currents around you pushing you this way, a little undercurrent there, an eddy here. Say you're faced with an angry or concerned crowd of people and you've got that tough decision to make. Most of us can't help but be tugged this way or that in that instance. But some people have the quality of being able to stay anchored. And not that they're rigid or unresponsive, it's just that they're able to hold fast to something that is based on principle or good sense. And Bob's one of those people. It's something I've always admired about him.
Frie served on council from 1977 to 1999, with 16 of those years as mayor. And in 2007, he was re-elected as mayor. When he first joined City Council in 1977, Arvada was in the midst of big changes.
We were facing tremendous issues of growth in the city. At the same time, we were, of course, just finishing the Arvada Center, which had opened in 1976, so it was a new development for us. We also were trying to pass bond issues for developing and increasing 58th Avenue and 80th Avenue, which were very strongly supported by the people. And interestingly enough, at the same time, the bond issue went for all of the improvements to the bridges along Ralston Creek.
Fred Jacobson has known Bob Frie for more than 20 years.
You can look at many of the projects that have happened in Arvada, whether it's the urban renewal area, whether it's the parks that we have in the city of Arvada, whether it's the Arvada Center, whether it's just even the expansion of Arvada City Hall and making government work. And I think those are the impacts that Bob has had as mayor, and he shares that with his fellow city council members.
Frie is credited with developing a cohesive city council.
Back in the 80s, we had a difficult period of time, a badly split council, some contentious issues, and Bob became known as somebody who could navigate those treacherous waters.
The 80s also saw room for growth in the business community.
Back in the late 80s and early 90s, there was not the cohesive partnership between business and the city that there is now. And that has been a gradual build for the whole time. And that is at an all-time high level right now.
Bob, with some other people, was one of the folks who really got that emphasis in going and put in place the things like the Arvada Economic Development Association years ago that now formalize our commitment to that.
Bob really kind of taught me how accessible city government is. I mean, Arvada is a very unique community. You can go speak in front of city council, you can request a meeting with any of your council people, and they actually listen to you.
Over the years, he's gained the respect of many colleagues.
We're both active members of the community. We are both attorneys. We almost have a duty to disagree at times, but we've always done it in a very agreeable manner. We have kept our friendship intact. And he's always been gracious about listening to what I've had to say and very cognizant of working together. We've worked together a lot.
Frie is admired for giving back to the community on a personal level, too.
Just recently, we had a very gracious letter from the folks from Colorado Homeless Families, and evidently Bob's office and Bob had donated a phone system to those folks and then helped them get it installed, and she was just so grateful.
The other day he was canning peaches for the food bank, and so he truly is a genuine friend to a lot of people, and he is always on the go, you know, taking care of other people.
Anybody that's going to take that much of his life and give it back to the city has got to care a lot about the city. And I think that's probably been one of the benchmarks of all the things that he's done. You know, he's never done anything that he didn't think was good for Arvada.
You know, I think that the city of Arvada is going to miss Bob as a mayor and previously as a council person. Has done an excellent job of serving the community, and I think he is leaving for some of the right reasons, to spend more time with his family. So I'm very pleased that he's going to be able to spend some time with them and to take care of things, and I wish him all of the best.